Okay, I think the time is up. Do you need more time for solving? Do you need any extra time? Okay, so coming to activity 3, here, can you tell me what is the inputs and what are the outputs expected from this program? Inputs and output, please write in the chat. Can you hear me? For activity 3, can you write what are the inputs? What are the outputs expected from this problem of this program? Okay, thank you, Muhammad Nur Hadi. Number 1 is the input. Thank you also, Amanda. Number 1 is the input and output is number 1 or num. Okay, very well. How about others? Are you there? I hope you are not sleeping. Thank you, Christian. Yes, the input is num1 and the output. Okay. Okay, then let's proceed. I just hope you are not sleeping. Okay, please wake up and try to do the exercises. If you do the exercises here, if you have any problem, you can directly ask me, so I can also assist you. So please, if you have any problem during the lab, just unmute your mic and ask me or write your question in the chat. Okay, so for activity 3, actually the input is num1, okay, any number, okay. Then the output, it depends how you would like to display your answer or how you would like to construct your solution, okay. So you could have as an output only one variable or one output, okay, where you are going to store the final number, whether it is positive or negative after conversion. Or you can still also have 2 outputs, so both of the solutions are correct. Again, it depends about how you are going to construct your solution, okay. So coming for the answer for the pseudocode, so first of all, we need to read from the user a number, okay? Then we have to check whether this number is positive or it is negative, okay? So for that, there are so many ways, whether you can check for negativity, like for example in here, if number is less than 0, so here I'm checking for if it is negative, okay? So if it is negative, then what we have to do, we have to calculate the number into -1. Else, which is positive, which is number, so here else by default is going to consider num greater or equal than 0, okay? So if you don't check here for another formula, it will by default is going to be greater or equal 0. So in that case, the number is going to be displayed as it is. Okay, if you are going to do the other way, if you are going to check for a positive number, so you have to check like this: if num greater than 0, okay, and then you will have to switch your
Miss,
result. Yes.
how to write greater or equal?
And here you can just write greater or equal like this. Like this, it means greater or equal. Okay. So let me first explain for you. Okay, so if you want to check for positivity, if you write like this, if num greater than 0, then the result equal num, else calculate result equal num into -1. So in this case, and only in this case, and similar cases maybe, if you don't write equal, okay, it will be okay, but only in this case. Why? Because at the end we are multiplying minus into -1. So if we didn't consider 0 in here in the first solution, 0 is going actually to be considered as negative, but at the end it is going to be multiplied by -1. So 0 into -1 again is going to be 0. So only in this case it's not going to give us a problem. But in other cases where some other calculation are required, then in that case you have to be careful that when you check for positive number, you have always to say greater than or equal. Okay, so when you consider positive number, greater than or equal, and when you consider negative number, you can say less than 0. Okay, so it depends. Just try when you solve your problem, you try to consider all the possible solutions, okay, all the possible inputs, okay. And if you write like this, if num greater than 0 and num, for example, less than 0, the problem here, if you didn't use equal, is if the user entered 0, okay. So if the user entered 0, there will be no output, because num will equal 0. It's not going to fit this condition. It's not going also to fit this condition. Okay, so in this case, the program will not give you an output. Okay, so it will be considered as logical error. Okay, I hope you understood all the steps. So just try when you develop a solution, consider all the possible inputs that you can enter.